Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio. I'm not actually in my studio. You might have noticed my surroundings have changed a little bit. I mentioned in some of my last few videos that I was going to be moving, and we did. We moved to Tennessee, getting set up in a new place with a new studio and a new shop and all that stuff's been taking a little longer than we thought, just because of the housing availability in one place we were looking at, which was really cool. Had some major issues once we started doing inspections and stuff, so we had to back out of that deal because that was going to cost some moolah. So here I am in my temporary studio, in my temporary basement shop-ish thing. I don't know how far we're going to get with making it a shop. We'll see. Built some new benches, which has been a lot of fun, actually customizing them, making them how I wanted to. Maybe I've got some more benches to build, so I'll put a build project up later for just when we start resetting up the shop, resetting up the studio, and I'll vlog all that and put it up here. Also got some new camera equipment that I'm working with. I went with some Fuji this time, and so far I'm really liking it. So a lot of things have changed in the last few months here, and going forward a lot more things are going to change for business and otherwise. But I digress. Today I wanted to talk about small batches. Small batch blends. Are they worth chasing? Most recently I just got this from Cornell & Deal, STEAMWORKS. It's their small batch blend they put out last month, I think July. Yeah, July is a production date on it. Let's see, it's a top tier Old Belt Virginia, enhanced by 2 distinct steaming processes. The innovative small batch blend explores the deep natural sweetness of Fuchsia leaf alongside St. James Perique and Black Sea Sukum and other vintage Oriental grades. Very cool tin on this one. The artwork on that is really super cool. And put up here. Oh, that camera works way better than my other one. I'm a Fuji man now, like no question about it. I've been doing photography and videography for years as an amateur, and it's the first time I've bought myself a brand new mirrorless style camera. I've been using DSLRs for years, and I learned on that in school, and holy smokes, I am a Fuji man from now on because this thing's cool. So anyway, small batch, STEAMWORKS. I struggle with chasing small batches. They don't tend to seem to be worth it a lot of the time. And I'll just give the short version on this today. Right off the bat, it smelled really good. There's fruit, hay, a little bit of that foreign bazaar feel about the Orientals, you know, like if you were going through a foreign bazaar and a market, outdoor market type of thing. Kind of has that smell to it. Very moist tobacco. And the recommendation, based on the video I watched from Cornell & Deal, was to not let it dry out, but to smoke it wet. So I did, and got tongue bite belligerently, multiple times, multiple pipes over multiple days. Did not enjoy it at all. After that, I started letting it dry out a little bit, and the smoking experience became a little better. The tongue bite calmed down a lot, but the taste, I noticed, this is where I struggle with small batches. Sometimes they're really good, they're really great. Sometimes they just like everything else. They're like meh, whatever. But the really great ones, if you find a really great one, the problem with it is you can't chase it again. You can't reinvigorate that original experience. You're never going to get it back. You know, you had this great experience and maybe you didn't stock up on enough, and it's over. Once it's over, and you don't get it back, which is cool. It's cool to have something just once or twice, or even one or a few cans, and then be done with it, and just have had that experience. I really enjoy that with the pipe tobaccos, honestly. So on that aspect, yeah, I'll chase small batches like that. On the other hand, some of the small batches tend to be more of just the same, and I hate to put it this way, but STEAMWORKS kind of just fell along the same lines of some of the stuff that's already out there for me. It seemed like more of the same. One that comes to mind is Sixpence. GLP's is Sixpence. which I do enjoy for the most part. I don't love it, you know, I don't love it like some people do, but STEAMWORKS kind of felt like the same type of blend. Very similar in its taste, very similar in its bouquet, very similar in its moistness and all that stuff. STEAMWORKS is a little bit more pungent than this one was, but I mean, sorry, Sixpence is a little more pungent in the can than STEAMWORKS was. But for something with old belt red Virginias in it, vintage heirlooms and St. James Barrique, it was just wet and bitey. That was all I really got out of STEAMWORKS. It didn't actually have a really good flavor profile. It just kind of gave me tongue bite. And so chasing small batches in that aspect, I bought 3 cans of it, and after getting through the first one, I've gotten through the first 10 now. I'm kind of disappointed. Kind of wish I hadn't. They're always useful for trade because somebody out there will love it. I don't at all. I mean, Cornell and Dill makes some of my favorite tobaccos of all time. They really do. They have a lot of winners in their catalog, but it seems like the desire to chase continued small batches and continuing to chase more, you know, new and better and, you know, bolder, and it kind of starts going in a circle occasionally, and you're really not getting much for your bang for your buck anymore. You're not getting anything that great or new. When it's easier for me versus chasing small batches versus just revisiting favored blends that are being made consistently, I would rather do that as my main tobacco staple. Now I'm going to qualify this. As my main staple, my main seller, my main tobacco staple, I am not going to chase small batches. I would rather develop some standbys, some old tried and trues that I really love, and then cellar those deep. Then get big batches of the small batch stuff, like order multiple cans. I think going forward, personally, I'm going to just order like 1 can of a small batch, and maybe to give it a fair shot, try a little bit right off the bat, and then can the rest for a year, and then try it again, because this stuff may be really great after a year of age. Who knows? And I've had blends that worked out that way, that were, at first I was like, meh, not really, but then after a year of age they turn out to be just fantastic, you know. Or as I matured as a pipe smoker, I learned how to better enjoy them, or try them in different types of pipes and that kind of thing. So yeah, chasing small batches for your main seller, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't chase big boxes full just because of the hype of the marketing, because I'm a sucker for marketing. I am a sucker for marketing. I'm a sucker for tin design and stuff like that. And if I've never tasted anything in my life and it's got an attractive package on it as far as tobacco goes, I'm probably going to buy some, and I'm probably going to buy multiple of it. And I've had to learn how to dial that part of me back and like calm down a little bit, guy, because you're gonna end up with a cellar full of tobacco you don't like. So my recommendation with small batch would be treat them as they are. They're disposable. They're disposable. You buy a small amount, enjoy it, or don't enjoy it, dispose of it, and don't worry about it again. If it's really great, then you've had that experience, and you'll probably never get it back, or find somebody who's getting rid of theirs. Which I might be getting rid of 2 cans of STEAMWORKS. I haven't decided if I want to get rid of them yet or not, but it might be. I'm going to sit on it for a minute because, like I said, sometimes you revisit a blend and it's better. But STEAMWORKS just kind of seemed a little more of the same for me, and I got a lot of tongue bite off of it and didn't really enjoy that. It's really wet. It smokes really wet, and even after letting it dry out, still smoked really wet for like an hour or so. It didn't, and you could do. I could feel it. Or I could get the flavor better after that, and it was a better smoke overall. But it was still really wet and bitey. But the flavor was just kind of more of the same of the stuff that's already out there, like Sixpence and stuff. It didn't really have anything, you know, about it. So to give it a fair shake, because I do love Cornell and Dill and I love what they do with things, I am going to cellar probably one of these and give it a revisit in a year. And if it's really great, that'll be awesome. If we open up a can next year and it's like fantastic, excellent, that'll be a great experience. Anyway, what is your experience? What are your thoughts? Comment down below, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for joining me back at the channel again. More things in the works. It's crazy around here. It's madhouse. If you look around this basement that I'm in, it is out of control. I don't know how long it's going to take to get back into a studio. Once that happens, I will start vlogging that whole experience as well, because why not? Thank you for joining me again, though. I hope you find fair winds, good friends, cool blends, and a nice pipe to smoke them in. Thank you.